The irony of racism in the UK. Racism is defined as prejudice or discrimination by an individual or group against another individual or group because of race-based skin colour, culture, history, religion or politics. Racism manifests itself through verbal abuse or intimidation, violence, sexual abuse, and ultimately ethnic cleansing and elimination. Racism occurs globally, and in many cases, all of these violent methods are employed. Racism is aggressive and is purposefully implemented by an individual or group out of hatred. However, racism can also be fueled and generated through fear of an aggressor, including a minority aggressor, attacking society unchecked, and this is exactly what is happening today. In the UK, we now have an ironic situation where a majority of British society, and you call them moderate and right-wing, are branded as racist by their own government and the progressive sector of society, and I mean the left and wokeism, who, by their own actions, are guilty of anti-Semitism, who are selective in their support of certain racial minorities and for decades that have supported, protected, and turned a blind eye to racially motivated hatred, terrorism, rape and violence from an extreme religious ideology. It is not racist to protect 250,000 young white British girls from rape and torture by ethnic and religious minority groups. It is not racist to protect British society from violence and terrorism from extreme minority groups. It is not racist to wish to remove the threat of violence, economic decline and crime from ethnic minorities by deportation. It is not racist to fly your national flag in your own country. And yes, white British people can be victims of racism, and that is exactly what is happening to a huge swathe of British society by both the establishment, and I mean the government, the civil and public services, left-wing rhetoric and wokeism. Now, I know that all sectors of society, right and left, abhor racism, and those that are actually guilty of racism represent a tiny proportion of society, both on the left and on the right, and should be vilified by all. The biggest elephant in the room, however, is Islamic extremism, whose political, religious and ideological objectives epitomise racism against all other religions and beliefs. As ever, I am most grateful for your thoughts.